Hi, my name is Joshua Johnson, and today we are going to take a look at recording a presentation or a lecture or an introduction using Screencast-O-Matic. So hopefully by this point, if you haven't done so already, create a YouTube account, which is going to require creating a Gmail or a Google account and then having a YouTube account. I'm using a dummy account here that I've used for some of the other videos that you can also find on my YouTube channel on how to create that YouTube account and how to verify it. We are going to be recording a presentation with Screencast-O-Matic, so I'm going to jump over to screencast-o-matic.com. You can also Google this with or without the hyphens and find it pretty easily. What Screencast-O-Matic is going to do is allow me to record either the screen, myself, or a combination of both, kind of like what you're seeing right now. I'm recording my screen and also recording myself. In order to do that, and for this tutorial, I'm showing this as I walk through it in Google Chrome. I will follow up and put these steps together. I won't narrate it quite as much, but I'll kind of show some of the screenshots from using Internet Explorer and Firefox. I can't do it on Safari, but I think the nice thing about Chrome is it doesn't matter what device you're running, whether it's Linux or Mac or PC or Chromebook, you can have access to Google Chrome, and these should follow right along. So here is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull up a PowerPoint, and I'm just going to pretend that I'm giving this presentation to a group of students. All right, so I've got my PowerPoint open. I've got my web browser at Screencast-O-Matic, and I'm going to click the Start Recording for free. There is a limitation on the free recorder. The three limitations: 1, you can't edit the video afterwards; 2, it can only be 15 minutes long; and 3, it will not record the audio from your computer. There is a paid-for version that you can use. I would recommend contacting me to see if you need one of those 3 things. Contact me about being able to use the paid version. But for most people's needs, they're going to be able to do this with a free recorder and kind of break up videos into less than 15-minute chunks. So I'm going to launch the free recorder. It is going to look for the app. It's actually called Screen Recorder version 2. I don't have it on my computer right now. Once this thing is done, I'm going to download this launcher. And this I only have to do the first time. Once I download this launcher, you're going to see that because I'm using Google Chrome, it showed up down here. You can also, in Google Chrome, usually find in your menus, and I'm going to go over to the menu button here. In the download section, you can see the things that just downloaded. So this one, I'm going to show it in the folder since I missed the opportunity to use it over there, and I'm going to install it. It's going to go through the installation process, and then when it's done, I'm ready to launch the screen recorder. So we'll launch it this time. This time it's looking to launch the recorder. Once it launches that recorder, typically, and I actually didn't get the pop-up, typically there's a pop-up that says use this screen recorder for this type of application every time. I clicked on that before, which is why it didn't pop up this time, because I accidentally clicked use it all the time, so it's not prompting me again. Other things that you're going to have to keep an eye out for is going to be any kind of allow, like the allowing to use your microphone and allowing to use your webcam. A lot of times those will pop up at the very top here, and you'll have to say, yeah, that's fine, we can use this. So this is what it looks like once it starts recording. Right now it's doing full screen. I'm going to actually turn this to 720 so that I could show you if you had multiple screens and you wanted to record the other one, or if you just wanted to record part of the screen, you can use that. For example, if I jump over to here and I don't want everything, I can resize this to just record this area right here so that people can't see the stuff on the left. All right. The other thing that I'll point out is that this is going to record both me and the screen. I could just record the screen all by itself. You'll notice the difference. There's the webcam down there. Or I could just record myself. I have two webcams on here, so when I'm using the webcam, I have to select which webcam I want to use. I'm using this one to record the other video, so I'm going to use the one over here to record this video. I want both. I want to record just this area. And the final thing is I want to make sure that it's hearing me. You'll see this narration thing bouncing back and forth. Again, if you have more than one microphone, you can choose which microphone you're going to use. A lot of webcams have a microphone built into it. I have an external microphone, and I also have the one built into the laptop. Again, cannot record the computer audio. And so once I am ready to record this, I'm just simply going to hit record. All right, it's giving me a little countdown. Now I can record my presentation. The nice thing is, since I'm only recording this part of the screen, I could have notes over here, or I can use this to kind of click back and forth between all of the parts on my presentation. So I'm going to imagine that I've given this presentation, I'm recording it, so like, hey, here's me recording my presentation. And when I'm ready to finish, I'm going to click pause. Now, the nice thing is I can pause just to kind of gather my thoughts and then come back and hit record again if I want to. In this case, I am going to hit pause and I'm just going to click the button that says done. All right. It is going to kind of show me some of the things that I can do with this recording. What I want to do is I want to upload it to YouTube. Now, you might have to click this button here to show all of the options. By default, it's just going to save it as a video or upload to Screencast-O-Matic. I want to upload to YouTube because YouTube's a free account, and I can have unlimited recordings and unlimited space on there. So my account's not added yet. I'm going to launch the web browser. I'm going to choose my YouTube account. I'm already signed in, and so I'm going to click allow and then click done. And you'll see on the right hand side here I now have some options for YouTube. For example, I can change the title of the recording. Here is a sample presentation. I can also change the privacy, and I talk about this in my YouTube video. Most people are going to use the unlisted, especially if it's just something done for a class. Public is if you want other people to be able to search for it and find it. The other things don't really matter so much. You do get the option of whether or not to highlight the cursor or just show no cursor whatsoever. It would actually probably be my best interest because you'll see when I'm doing presentations I tend to be moving my cursor all the time, which is just probably a nervous twitch and I need to pay attention to it. I'm going to put the highlight cursor on here. Once all of these things are done, and in this case, I can trim off the first part of that and maybe the last part of it. Once it's all done, I'm going to click publish, and it is going to publish the sample presentation. And I'm going to pause while this finishes up. All right, now that the presentation is published, I have a couple of options here. Remember, I made it unlisted. The most common option is just for people to copy the link. When I copy that link, I'll paste it up here. You'll see it's just a YouTube link. It takes me to that YouTube video. It takes a minute for YouTube to finish usually. I gave it enough time, so there's my YouTube video. But that's the link that you want to have and kind of copy down. There are some other options. If you want to publish a video to one of these social medias, you can share it with email. You can put it in a Google Classroom. But that's usually the one that people use most often. Keep in mind, and I show it in the other videos, if you ever need to get back to that video, you need to go to your YouTube account, to the Creator Studio, which is found up underneath your username, and you'll have your videos over here. You can go in and edit that video. You can change the name, you can change who it's shared with, but here is that same video URL that I had before. So again, you can paste that somewhere and then you can watch the video. So that's the link that you need to share with people, and keep in mind it has to be unlisted or public for them to be able to watch it with that link. But that is how you record and upload a video with Screencast-O-Matic.